Intro. Today is a recap of what's been going on since the last video I made about Daniel Larson. If you don't know who Daniel Larson is, you should watch the first video of this series as it will catch you up, and it's kinda needed to understand who he is and what all he has done. I was looking less at Daniel at the time of fully going into the making of the never-ending story of Daniel Larson, mainly because I want to finish the project and then go over whatever I missed while I was writing, editing, and such. First, we're going over what happened in the timeline after the video, so everything is caught up and nothing is missed. Then I'll discuss what's gone on this week and more recently, and at the end of the video, I'll be talking to you personally about this project and some other personal things as well. If you have an idea for what to name this series, comment down below. I want the name to be unique and good. I can't think of anything. Also, I wanted to say before we got into this video, Daniel Larson creator got banned off YouTube. He had all of the videos and such of Daniel, and now they're all gone, so clips of some situations won't be able to be shown. There is also going to be a playlist where you can check for all the videos in order and stuff like that. It'll be in the description and also be in my channel. If I can put a playlist in the description, I'm not sure yet, but if I can, it'll be in the description down below. There's also some cards that'll pop up for the previous episodes at the end of this video and during the video. Other than that, let's get into the video. Daniel gets abandoned / the October 20th incident. This was going on exactly when I was editing this project. On October 19th of 2022, this was during Daniel's time in the Dave & Buster's in Colorado. He would spend his time in the Dave & Buster's in Colorado till it closed, so he had shelter for a little bit of the night as he is homeless. Daniel invited his fans to come to the Dave & Buster's and meet and have fun. On that day, Daniel met Wyatt and his friend Jesse. I also want to add in here, Daniel apparently was hanging out with someone who had an incest charge. I tried looking it up but couldn't find it again. I think it was most likely the Daniel Larson creator. It was probably one of his videos, so I don't have it anymore. I don't know if it was Jesse or if it was Wyatt or if it was someone else, but during the time that he was at the Dave & Buster's, he was hanging out with someone that had an incest charge. But during Wyatt, Jesse, and Daniel's time at Dave & Buster's, they would have drinks and eat food. After some time, they left the Dave & Buster's and got into Wyatt's car. In Wyatt's car, Daniel would post some TikToks, and seen in these TikToks they were passing a bong around. I don't doubt Daniel partook in these activities, but I don't think it's known if he did or not for sure. But it looked like they were hotboxing the car, so he definitely felt something. Later that night, Daniel, Wyatt, and Jesse got a hotel room for the night, and in this hotel room they would make some videos. Nothing really important or worth talking about, just some random nonsense. The next day, October 20th of 2022, Wyatt and Jesse take Daniel to see the Garden of the Gods in Colorado Springs. They also go on hiking trails and sightseeing. Daniel started getting stressed, as I guess it seemed to be getting too dangerous for him over time, and he started punching his phone and getting annoyed at Wyatt and Jesse as he posted several TikToks showing his stress and anger. After some time, Daniel gets tired of it and demands that Wyatt and Jesse take him back to Denver. He demanded them to do this because he got paranoid and said something about them driving around in circles. I would love to think that they were doing donuts in the car and Daniel didn't know the word for it, but I doubt that was the case. On the ride back, Wyatt and Jesse take Daniel to a Walgreens and tell him to go get some things, and after he goes in, they leave him there without telling him. Personally, I don't blame them, but if I was them, I would have drove further away from Denver first and then let him go. Wyatt posted a TikTok later saying that he left Daniel with food, water, and money, but Daniel doesn't act like it, and I doubt he would, as he likes to play the victim. After Daniel is left behind by Wyatt and Jesse, he decides to walk back to Denver, saying he would walk 50 miles in one night. The thing is, it was a 70-mile walk back to Denver, and he could have gotten a cheap bus ticket, as it was shown on Reddit that same night that there was cheap bus tickets in his area. While walking back to Denver, Daniel gets picked up by some girl fans that don't look over 18. They get him some food and take him back to Denver. I don't understand why they did this unless they didn't know his history, but they did it. Also, keep in mind, he's homeless, he doesn't shower, and earlier that day he did a hike in the sun and was doing his walk back to Denver. Imagine the smell in that car. I think the windows were rolled down in those videos too, so it probably wasn't a pleasant ride for them after a while. Daniel's random rambles about Jacob Satorious and Grace Vanderwaal. Daniel at some time had some random rambles and posts about Jacob Satorious and his past relationship with Grace Vanderwaal. Something about Jacob Satorious cheating, I think. On TikTok, Daniel would do duets of videos talking about their relationship and the cheating scandal or whatever, and then later he would still ramble about it. The thing is, when I looked up their relationship, I searched up Jacob Satorious and Grace Vanderwaal, there was stuff from 5 years ago and that was it. There was nothing new to this, so Daniel was far behind. This also makes it a bit creepier, but what started the rant, I don't know. Daniel Larson versus WordOfTShirts. During this time, WordOfTShirts, another TikToker with a disability, and Daniel Larson kinda had beef. Not really. One called the other out for a boxing match, and that's about all that came out of this. WordOfTShirts is a story of his own, as he's done a lot of odd things. He did the Naughty Bop in the ghetto areas in New York, which if you don't know, Naughty Bop is a dance made by some rappers who made a song about the death of some guy named Naughty, who was stabbed to death. The Naughty Bop dance is supposed to make fun of him in the way that he died. He did this a few times and surprisingly hasn't died. Speaking of dying, he licked the floor of a New York subway as well in a TikTok. Imagine all the rats, rat poop, all the dirty shoes and such that have touched that floor, and he licked it. He probably has a disease now without a doubt, but the thing is about WordOfTShirts is that he hasn't been exposed to be an awful person. He's just really annoying as he goes into bars in New York, drinks, gets loud, and then makes obnoxious TikToks and such. Taking down Daniel's YouTube channel. People are wanting to take down Daniel's YouTube channel now, as he's talked about being close to getting monetization, and making around $2,000 a month off YouTube. I don't really know where he got that number from, but people want to get his YouTube banned now. Daniel Larson made a YouTube community post talking about this, and it has broken English, so that's why it sounds off. Fighting, and I got my YouTube monetized. It's going to take about 3 weeks before I receive that pay. Once I receive that page, and that's going to be about estimated $2,000 a month. YouTube's terms of services say I can't promote anything that would be involving reporting a creator, but just remember that he is a pedophile, a man-beater, or an elder abuser actually, a manipulator, liar, a waster of money, other people's money especially and such. He's done a lot of bad things, but I cannot say to do what the people are trying to do here. I actually hope he isn't monetized. I checked some of the YouTube live streams as they're the longer videos, and there was no ads on them, so I think he was lying or got something confused. I hope I get monetized before he does. Imagine how he'd feel knowing that I was making money talking about him. So make sure to subscribe so I can get monetization before he does. If he ever does. Daniel's mom died. Daniel made a TikTok saying his mother passed away. I don't know if this is true, as it's coming from Daniel and he's known to lie. My guess would be that it isn't true and he wants attention or donations, because he doesn't seem too sad about his mother dying.
Okay, so my mother was found dead this morning. We don't know how she passed away. It was unexpected.
If anyone can find actual proof of his mother being dead, that would be very interesting, and I would greatly appreciate it, but I doubt that she is dead. The December 10th incident. Before the December 10th incident, Daniel was in a hotel. During this time in the hotel, Daniel would post some messages saying that he wanted to kill himself, and he also said that he broke things like a microwave and some other objects. Also, Daniel was kicked out of a hotel recently before this due to people spam calling the place and getting the owners mad. They're also probably telling him that he was a pedo and stuff. And actually, one of the owners or managers at the hotel came to his door one time and said, told him that what people were telling him. And it was also someone that was black, and they brought up his use of the N-word. So he was like, if you use the N-word around me, I'm going to break your neck. I think that was his literal words.
I don't know you, but I'm going to tell you something. I don't play that shit. Just going to tell I'm the manager, I run this, own this place, okay? That kind of shit there, that's all. Then fix that wall, pay for it. Don't kick no more motherfucking holes in the wall. And all this shit about you being famous, they said you're a motherfucking pedophile, and you like to call motherfucking niggas. Don't you ever use that word around me. I'll break your motherfucking neck, homeboy. okay?
But to go on December 10th, Daniel goes on TikTok Live with a bloody nose in Bob's car with Bob in it. Daniel keeps saying the hotel threatened to kill me over and over again in a very distressed voice. I don't understand why Daniel kept going on about it, as it doesn't seem like it's a big deal as he's trying to make it out to be. But also, at the time, Daniel was hitting himself in the nose, causing the bloody nose. I've seen it and heard a lot of things, but seeing Daniel hit his nose and causing it to bleed just makes me cringe up a bit. Daniel tries to say that Bob tried to break his arm. Bob says that Daniel was beating him and he was trying to defend himself. Bob tells Daniel to get out of the car multiple times, but Daniel refuses, and Bob ends up having to call the police. After time, Bob says he's calling the police and brings up Daniel hitting him from earlier. Daniel proceeds to hit Bob a few times, and you can hear Bob yelling. This was out of nowhere and done for no reason. Daniel tries to tell Bob that he isn't helping despite him literally having him in the car. I really hope Bob wasn't driving when Daniel hit him, because that could have caused a huge accident, hurting and possibly killing Bob and other innocent people. After this incident, Daniel gets banned from TikTok and goes live on YouTube while in an ambulance, where he lies to EMT people, saying the motel called him and threatened him with a gun. I can't show any of the footage of this, as I'm pretty sure it's why the Daniel Larson creator got banned. Also, I tried not to show any self-harm as well, because it possibly could get the video taken down, and I like to play it safe. Also, Daniel Larson claims that he was the reason that Daniel Larson creator got banned. That or Ox was the reason, and I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm going to try to interview him, so we will see. Since I can't show the footage, I will play the audio so you can hear what's going on, and just enjoy the gameplay footage in the background.
Get out of my car, Daniel! No! Get the hell out of my car! God damn! Get out of my car!
No!
Get
You don't
out of my
understand! You don't... Stop!
Get
It's
out of
not
my
my
car!
fault! It's not my fault! It's
Get
not
out of
my
my
fault!
car!
The motel! The motel! The motel
my
just
car.
threatened to kill me!
Get out of my car!
Stop! The motel threatened to kill me! The motel threatened to kill me! The
Get out of
motel
my car,
threatened to
Daniel.
kill me!
Get out of my
No!
car! Get out of my
No,
car,
I'm not
Daniel!
going to! I'm not going to! I'm bleeding!
Yeah, you're bleeding because you're hitting yourself.
But you don't...
I've got to get help. I've got to get help. I've got to call the police.
No, I'm bleeding.
I've got
all
to
over
call the
me.
police.
No, the motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
I've got to call the police. I've got to get you out of here. Yeah, you've got to get out of my car.
The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
And you're trying to kill me.
The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to
I've
kill
got
me.
to get the police here to get you out of here.
The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
Get out of my car.
No, you don't. I need
Get
help.
out of my car.
I need help. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me. The motel threatened to kill me.
This is your last chance to get out of my car. This is your last chance. Then I'm going to call the police.
The motel threatened to kill me.
And tell them you're beating me.
No, you hit me. You broke my arm.
I didn't break your fucking arm.
You grabbed me.
Yeah, because you were beating me. You sure this is what you want? I'm calling the police.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Okay.
No, you're not helping me. You're not helping.
You're hitting me.
But you're not helping me. The motel threatened to kill 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 me.
I have a person here in my car that's beating me. He's a friend of mine, but he's gone crazy, and he's beating me, and I need help.
No, I need help.
We're in the parking lot of the Harkins Theater in Arvada.
The motel threatened to kill me.
50,
The motel threatened to kill me over the phone calls.
It's on 50 west of
The
Wadsworth.
motel threatened to kill me.
Daniel Larson is in the car here. I'm trying to get him out of the car, but I can't, and he's hitting me, and he's threatening me, and he's just gone crazy. In the Harkins Theater parking lot.
The motel threatened to kill me. You don't listen to me. You don't listen to me. The motel threatened to kill me. They said they have a gun.
Yes. Yes, I'll do that. Robert Proctor. He's hitting himself and me.
You don't listen to me.
We've been friends for a long time, but he has some mental problems and just totally crazy.
I'm bleeding all over me.
They're going to kill him. Multiple times. I tried to hold his arm back from hitting me, and I was going to break his arm. And Larson.
The motel threatened to kill me if I go back to the motel. They said they had a gun.
98,
They threatened me with a gun. Stop! You're not listening to me.
This was also recently, but Daniel also talks about how he had to threaten to kill Bob over some of his music. Daniel says in a YouTube community post, "I actually had to threaten Bob with possible murder for him to actually let me have the song to actually drop it, because he never wanted to drop the song, so I had to threaten since it was my song and I owned the right. I had to threaten him to be able to get that song to drop because he refused at the time to give me it even though I owned it." So Daniel threatened Bob, one of the only people that he still has, over a song. If you're wondering what the aftermath of all this is and what Daniel had to say about the situation afterwards, he is only upset that it is on the internet. People were commenting about the situation and he was just like, "Oh, yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad it's on the internet," and all that. So basically he only cares that his true self is out there. Also, the thing is that Daniel claims he owns the rights to the music. I'm pretty sure you could use the whole song in a video and it wouldn't get copyright claimed. As well, he doesn't own anything. Bob pays for all of it, and I don't know if he said that he's paid for it before, but I don't know where he gets the lump sums of money to actually pay for these studios, for the studio time at. But yeah, I just think it's weird that the person that pays for everything and the person that got you to even be in the studio, you are trying to like threaten to kill over the songs and stuff like that. It's just crazy. And then also it's crazy that you don't care about your friend. You don't really care about the one person that you have left. You only care about your true self being out there on the internet. Daniel Larson is in LA. After the December 10th incident, Bob gets Daniel a plane ticket to LA. I don't know why Bob done this. In fact, no one believed Daniel until he posted himself at the airport. I don't know if Daniel is going back to Denver soon, but this is his current place of staying. And possibly he's going to stay there, as some people have said that Bob and Ox are going to end up leaving him there. Someone posted a screenshot of text messages saying that their friend who's a Crip is coming after Daniel if they see him, along with other Crips that see him as well. I saw someone say that this post was made by Ivan, which is possible, but I don't know how true that is. There's also posts on Twitter of these accounts saying that they're coming after him with pictures and stuff, but nothing ended up happening to Daniel. Also, while in LA, he said the government is trying to kill him because a gunshot's going off a few blocks down from where he was. He has also now posted TikToks threatening the city. Apparently, Ox got him to take them down. As well, during this time in LA, the fog art came back for a little bit, and he's been doing TikTok lives. There are so many cringy jokes and situations in these TikTok lives, so enjoy some of those.
People, oh sure. Yeah, he's the guy getting ready to do his stripperoni.
How many people have joined your live?
15 people so far.
What are they saying?
Daniel Larson off the PERK. I need everyone to call as many record labels as possible. Tell them I'm in Los Angeles. It's time to get on my call every single entertainment company you guys can. It's time. Oh my god, thank you so much. We're at 64 people in this.
60?
64. Oh, 71. 77. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas is here. Merry Christmas to you.
You need to shut the fuck up.
They said I couldn't get the Uber because I look like an illegal alien.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
As well, enjoy him talking about a porno he was supposedly gonna do.
But I am kind of waiting on that one. Not skeptical. I mean, she's a porn star, so I'm not sure if I want to do that.
That's pretty next level for sure, dude. Where'd you meet her at?
I don't know, but
That's pretty sick though.
I'm still trying to see if I even want to do that. She wanted to create a porno with me, so it's like.
What? That is crazy.
I mean, for publicity, it's
definitely, yeah.
It's like, should I or should I not?
That's definitely.
Kill yourself. The fuck? Please kill yourself.
Daniel begging and being ungrateful. Daniel has been begging for donations for a long time now, but ever since he's been in LA, it's gotten worse, I feel. He begs for donations, then gets mad when someone says something funny on the donation. On top of that, people will send him money and he will waste it on stocks and other dumb items.
Okay, you guys are flipping ridiculous. Another dollar, and this time the message was a hate speech. I just bought American Waterways stock.
He was also spotted at a Dave & Buster's with a big plate of food and still complaining about donations. People have been talking about this, and I think it's true possibly, but people have been talking about how Daniel is possibly breaking Cash App terms of services, but I'm not sure.
Really, guys? Not a single flipping donation in like 2 days? How do you guys expect me to make a living? This is fucked up and ridiculous. I'm gonna need donations. I think I need like 100 to 200. I'm not quite sure, but I need to get back to Dallas. Oh my fucking hell. Oh, thank you, Jack and Smith, for the dollar. It's supposed to be $5, but oh, thank you. Oh my god.
Daniel is in debt. Daniel has said he's going to quit his disability services multiple times, but he might be close to doing it or he's already done it. I hope he actually does get off of the disability services, and if he does, someone truly deserving of those services will get them. But if he quits the disability services, he loses his disability checks and his way of getting government housing, making him basically probably dirt poor and homeless. Daniel said on a TikTok post as well that he is $50 in debt, as it's negative 50 in his checking account.
So, I woke up this morning to my bank account being negative $30 in checking.
At the same time, though, Daniel goes on TikTok posts saying that he wasted $250 at the strip club. What he did with this money to use it all, I don't know, but if it's true, it's another reason not to support him, as he wastes money. As well, he buys random stocks with the money he gets.
Well, I officially fucked up at the strip club. Woo! $250 fucking dollars.
Kill yourself.
Daniel going to jail soon, and his warrant. Daniel uses his YouTube community tab as basically a way of Twitter or a personal diary, but on there he says that he would buy a taser if he went back to a mental hospital, quote, for his safety. Without a doubt, if Daniel actually got a hold of a taser, he'd get arrested for wrongfully using it. Also, he supposedly now has a warrant for his arrest as he's missed court once again, so he could possibly go to jail soon. There's a lot of cops in LA, and he's bound to do something wrong, so we'll see how it goes. Daniel's response to being called a pedo. Daniel posted recently on his YouTube community tab talking about that he's not a pedo and he has proof. Despite all the proof there is, he tried to defend himself by saying that he has a screenshot of his camera roll that he's going to post, but it took forever for him to actually post the screenshot of his camera roll. And the camera roll screenshot was just full of him, and the reason it was because he took pictures that day, and if you post those pictures on TikTok, it gets copied into your camera roll, so he's just hiding it. He might have deleted a couple of pictures that were recent that could have been shown, but that was all. Since Daniel wants to say he's not a pedophile, I'm just going to be showing a bunch of screenshots and even a video in this case of just times that he was being a pedophile. And, you know, what's your excuse then? Whenever you publicly admit the wrongdoings that you have done, then you try to say you didn't do that. It's very weird and very strange to me. I just thought it'd be fun to add the, extra stuff I had here. And this is stuff that wasn't even in my original video, my big video. This is new stuff, Daniel. This is more. This is more. You are a pedo. Do not get it twisted.
Izzy, I'm all yours. Degrade me. I'm your little nigger. Hello, this is Daniel Larson. And I'm sorry for grooming Izzy Simpson into sexual situations.
Cara Page. Cara Page is some lady that lives in the LA area apparently, and heard that Daniel is coming to LA. She tells him to follow his dreams and such, but my best guess is that she doesn't know what all he has done, but it is odd that she'd make a video about that. I think ever since she's posted that video, she's been getting trolled by the Daniel Larson community, which is expected. Daniel Larson responded. After publishing my video about Daniel Larson found the video and started commenting on it. Daniel goes on to do what he usually does in the comment sections and spams it with hashtags. These hashtags he commented include hashtag I'm sorry, hashtag Grace Vanderwaal, which he did twice of course, hashtag Jojo Siwa, hashtag LA, hashtag Hollywood. He probably commented those because that's where he currently is. He also commented hashtag court, which I'm not sure if he's talking about him having to go to court or taking me to court. And he commented hashtag LOL, which is kind of disturbing as there's stuff that isn't an LOL moment in that video that he's exposed for. Daniel, the only LOLs there are people laughing at you. Daniel Larson also goes on to comment saying, yeah, but I'm also not the type of person that sits on my phone playing video games every single day and doing nothing for real money in a real life. The thing is, all Daniel does is e-beg for money. He has no job and can't afford a console, so he is stuck going to arcades, which is probably a plus for him because all the kids around. Also, I like that's his only defense and only comeback towards, him being a pedophile and being obnoxious and just the worst person I've ever heard about in my life. I respond to some of the hashtag comments. For the ones that said hashtag Grace Vanderwaal, for one of them I said leave her alone, Daniel, and for the other one I said Leave her alone, Daniel. She doesn't want you. In fact, she wants far away from you as possible. For the one saying hashtag LOL, I said, do you think this is funny, Daniel? The comment saying hashtag I'm sorry, I said you cannot be forgiven. All the comments that were his I responded to, I ratioed him in all of them. So take another L, Daniel, on top of all the others you have. I don't know if he fully watched the video, but he declined my interview offer. He commented saying, I am so sorry, but we are going to turn down the interview until further notice. Please continue to make content. I think you're a very good content creator for now, but we do not want to do that interview until we know more information. It will never ever happen. And I just respond to him telling him to add me on Discord so we can discuss further. Try to tell him to add me on Discord and do the interview. Also, it's odd that he compliments me after trying to insult me. Just more proof that he's bipolar, and he also subscribed to me. Ox's response. Ox, which is Daniel's manager, also commented on the video saying, terribly wrong, short and by a segment about me, can tell you just skimmed the wiki and read it by the rest as well. I responded with, I'm in your walls, crazy man, but maybe after seeing all he's done, you'll finally cut ties with him. The reason I commented that, besides giving him like a more like professional response, was because he's just generally crazy and I thought it was funny. Also, I want to say to Ox, I invite you to be interviewed by me. We can do it through Discord text. I will go ahead and get the questions ready, and all you have to do is reply. Ox is in a Discord server. I think there's like 2 Daniel Larson Discord servers, but I'm in the main one, and he's apparently in some secondary one. I think he's not allowed in the one that I'm in. I don't know, but I do want to talk to him, and I do hope I can get this interview. Ox, I invite you and Daniel, so I want to do both of those separately though. So let me know and get Daniel to do the interview as well. End. This is the section where I'm going to be talking to you personally. During this, I'm going to be going over some things. I also want to invite the Daniel Larson creator to be interviewed, as well again Daniel and Ox to be interviewed, since they commented on the video. The Daniel Larson creator got banned on YouTube, but actually watched it and posted on his community tab. So thank you very much for that, man. I really appreciate it. He had like basically all the evidence and all the footage of Daniel and was doing videos and was kind of up to date with everything. We went back and forth in the comment section. Also want to say that I appreciate everyone's nice comments and all the support. I try to respond to every comment. Some I probably might have missed, but if you responded to me, I try to respond back again. I might have accidentally missed some as well due to notifications not working well and such. This video is a continuation of where I left off in the last video, because some stuff has happened in between the timeline of the end of that video and here where we are now. But for now on, weekly recaps will be about what is going on that week, and also possibly any other extra information that I find out. Just anything that I find out or see about Daniel will be in that weekly recap. It won't be going back far, like 2 months ago or so. So now we're going to be caught up in the present. I was actually going to have an interview on the big video, the never-ending story of Daniel Larson. I was going to have an interview in that video of me interviewing my friend who originally got me into Daniel Larson and this huge spiral. But he ended up not ever texting me back and stuff, and it was really weird, and it was very upsetting because he was a close friend of me, and he was close to my family as well. It also sucked because it set the video back for a week because he randomly just stopped talking, and it also set the video back a week because I was trying to wait on him and try to contact him, but yeah. The big video was actually supposed to be out sooner than what it came out to be, but I'm not going to complain as the video's done good, and y'all have still done great support even though that it came out later than I wanted it to. But again, I also do want to interview the Daniel Larson creator, Daniel Larson himself, and Ox. Daniel's mom is supposedly dead, so I won't be able to actually interview her. I don't know if that's true or not, so maybe if it's not true, I can actually interview her. If she is really dead, that really sucks because we could have gotten so much information. Because I could have gotten so much information about the younger Daniel and such, because of how close they were and stuff like that. I also want to say I'm going to be doing videos on other topics this week as well. There's some other situations that have happened on the internet that I want to talk about that aren't related to Daniel Larson. I do plan on doing those videos anyway. Like the videos I did before I did the Daniel Larson series are still going to be going on. But I wanted to mainly focus and work on the first episode of this series and try to get a pattern down and try to figure out what I'm going to do. to make sure I can do those videos that I originally am doing, and then also this series. Don't worry, the weekly recaps will still be popping up weekly. Older situations I can't really find footage for, as mainly they were all documented by the Daniel Larson creator. So all I could really do was talk about them. I've tried searching up some of these and there is no footage of them. But anything new I should have footage for. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe so I can rub in Daniel's face that I make money talking about him. But in the end, I'm PERK30, and
in conclusion, the perfect example of what zero pussy does to a motherfucker.